We strive, we want to be, or should want to be, among those who receive our book of deeds in our right hands. And as a reminder of this day, of this time, when people will want their book of deeds in their right hands, the Prophet, may God's peace and blessings be upon him, instructed the believers to focus on the right. That we eat with our right hands. We shake hands with our right hands. We give with our right hands. We receive with our right hands. When we put on our shoes, we put on the right foot first. When we go into the mosques, we step in with the right foot first. All of this as a part of a reminder to us of the right, of wanting to be among those who receive our book of deeds in our right hands. And at this point, there will be revenge for all who have been oppressed. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ had said, "Do you know who is the truly bankrupt person?" to his companions. They replied, "The bankrupt person among us is the one who has neither dirhams nor dinars." And the Prophet explained, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that the truly bankrupt person is the one who comes before Allah with their scale of deeds, or scale of good deeds, heavy, only to find that because they had backbitten people, they had slandered them, they had cursed them, they hit others, and they had stolen the property of others, and they cursed yet others, that their good deeds will be taken away from them, from their scale of good deeds. All who were oppressed would come and take from their scale of good deeds. And they would continue until the scale of good deeds ends. There are no more good deeds. And at that point, those people would then take from their scale of evil deeds and add it to that individual scale, until their scale would be full of evil and they would be taken off and thrown into hell. On that day, as a demonstration of Allah's justice, He will bring back two animals, a goat without horns and a goat with horns, who in this life, while they were on a mountain, the goat with horns knocked the goat without horns off. And Allah will have that goat without horns return the favor. Then they will be turned into dust, as an expression of the completeness of justice on that day. And people from there will head off, the believers heading towards a pond where Prophet Muhammad ﷺ will be the first to arrive. And as he said, whoever passes by me on that day and will drink from the pond will never be thirsty again. A group of people will come to me whom I recognize and who will recognize me. Then they will be veiled from me, and I will say, they were from among my followers. It will be said, indeed you do not know what innovations they made in the religion after your time. So I will say to them, be off. Be off with you to whatever you changed in the religion after me. This particular scene is one which should cause us to reflect on innovation in religion, bid'ah. Where we have, unfortunately, a number of Muslims today trying to defend innovation in religion, saying that this innovation we're doing is a bid'ah hasana, it is a good innovation. When the Prophet, may God's peace and blessings be upon him, had already said, kullu bid'atin dalala, all innovation in religion is misguidance. All innovation in religion is misguidance. For every time we introduce an innovation, an aspect of the way of the Prophet, the Sunnah, is destroyed. That is the reality. For every innovation, there is a Sunnah destroyed. All innovation is misguidance. Whatever arguments people may make, as Abdullah ibn Mas'ud said, كل بدعة ضلالة ولو حسنه الناس أو حسنها الناس. Every innovation is misguidance, even if the people say it is good or consider it to be good. It is all misguidance. And the consequence of it will be met at that point, at the pond, the hawd, where, as the Prophet ﷺ said, those who drink from it will not be thirsty again. Following this, people will be gathered and sent off to hell, those who are evil, and others will be taken to the bridge, the Sirat, a bridge over hell. That group will contain both believers as well as the hypocrites, those who feigned belief, and sinners. But at that point, when they reach the bridge, they will be enveloped in total darkness. Those who are the true believers will be guided by a light which Allah will put on them based on their iman, on their faith. The stronger their faith, the brighter and the stronger the light. And they will be able to head off towards the bridge. Those who have no light because of their hypocrisy and their sins, when they run to those who have the light and beg of them to share some of the light with them, they will tell them, no, go to the back and find the light. You cannot share in our light. And a wall will be put between them. A wall, as Allah describes it in the Quran, that on the inside where the believers with the light are, there will be mercy. And on the outside, there will be punishment. And then people will cross the bridge and into paradise. Those are the basic elements or scenes from the Day of Judgment.